We'll officially get the event started. Good evening and thank you for coming to State Senator Mark Walczyk's 2023 Veterans Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We'll get the evening started by welcoming Chaplain Elwin Wolschlager for the invocation. Walper.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I'd like to thank Lee Hinkleman for what he's done here for the American Legion and for veterans. I want to pray everybody has a Merry Christmas. Amen.
Amen. Over. Thank you. And now the presentation of the colors.
Bruceland, form! Order, form! Parade, two!
Thank you. And now we'd like to welcome Sarah Ada to lead us in the national anthem.
Detail, teach, hut, Bruceland, form!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Sarah. At this time, we'd like to introduce Joanne McCluskey. She is here representing Congresswoman Elise Stefanik.
I just want to say thank you for the invitation to Lee's induction into the Veterans Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, Congresswoman Stefanik could not be here this evening to present this herself and congratulate you. Therefore, I would just like to present this congressional record honoring Commander Charles Lee Hinkleman. I will not read the whole thing except the last paragraph. On behalf of New York's 21st Congressional District, I am honored to recognize Commander Charles Lee Hinkleman for his storied career of military and community service. Thank you.
Joanne. And at this time, I'd like to introduce State Senator Mark Walzing.
Is it working?
Right. You're good. You got this.
Now, if a lieutenant colonel tells you to use your command voice, you listen. Am I right?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Albany had a ceremony for the Veterans Hall of Fame, but it was lame. They did it virtual. We wanted something in person. We wanted something in district. We wanted something hometown, and we wanted something befitting of the veteran that we honor today. I'm a first-term state senator, and this is my first year in the state senate. And after traveling the 7 beautiful counties of the largest senate district in the state of New York and meeting amazing veterans, from the Mohawk Valley to the St. Lawrence River, there was one veteran that stood out, and it made it the obvious choice for me to induct into the New York State Senate Veterans Hall of Fame. Tonight we are honored by the presence of Judge Jim McCluskey, who serves in the New York State Supreme Court. Glad to have you in the house here tonight, Judge. And Joanne McCluskey, please send our thanks back to the Congresswoman for that nice letter, and always give her our best. We know that she's a huge supporter of veterans and military across the district. Lieutenant Colonel Stapler and his wonderful wife, it's wonderful to have you both in the house tonight. And Captain Jake Cahoe, did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. And I understand that we're probably going to see each other overseas at some point in the next year, so look forward to seeing you in a different capacity, but it's nice to meet you here tonight. To the Marine Corps Commandant and the AMVETS Commander, and all of those that are present here tonight, your presence is what makes this, and I know Friday night at the Legion is a good night to show up to the bar anyway, but I also know that many of you took time to leave your homes tonight and come out to honor a veteran that is significant to this community, to this region, to this state, and to veterans nationwide. And it,
It's on. You have mine.
oh, really?
It's not working again.
He doesn't need it.
You're right.
Can you hear me in the back?
Mike's working now.
It's working now.
The other one.
The mic's working right now.
Okay. Lee served for 22 years in the United States Army. Lee was a senior intelligence analyst, a PSNCO, and Army recruiter. During his more than 2 decades serving this nation, Lee was stationed in Germany, stationed in Guam, and too many locations around the United States of America to list off here tonight. Lee attended the University of Michigan and graduated from Vincennes University and the University of Maryland. After retiring from the military, Sergeant First Class, a wonderful E7, Lee served as a liaison to the Oneida Nation for Oneida County, communications manager for Maple Ridge Wind Farm, and director of public relations for Otis Technology, just to name a couple of things that he's done. But tonight actually is not all about Lee, sorry Lee. Because we know that he wouldn't be where he is today if he hadn't been smart. And that's not just from his military intelligence background. That means smart enough to marry Kathy. Kathy, we've got you a bouquet of flowers. Thank you so much, because he wouldn't be where he is today. We all know, without you in his corner for every step along the way. So thank you for all that you've done. And listen, Lee Hinkleman is a household name. He is a staple in this community. He has served as president of the Lewis County Chamber of Commerce to vice president of the Lewis County Development Corporation. Currently serves as president of the Lowville Business Association. In addition, he sits on the board of directors to the ARC Foundation and is their treasurer. That's not my cell phone. He's also co-chair of the Lowville Cream Cheese Festival. Yeah. Lee is a strong voice for the American Legion. You know that. If you know anything about the first time that I met Lee, he grabbed me and he's like, I need to give you a tour of the American Legion and show you what we're doing in this building. Not just to serve veterans and make sure that they have a place that they feel comfortable and served here in the community with everything that the Legion does as a mission, but also talk to me about the importance of the relationship that they've built with aviation of 10th Mountain Division, just our neighbor to the north, and the proud partnership that he's built there. He's also the legislative chairman for the American Legion in the Department of New York and a member of the American Legion's National Legislative Committee. This is where Lee and I have talked about ways that a state legislator can better serve the veterans of New York State. And he currently serves as a commander of this wonderful post that you stand in tonight. So round of applause for Lee Hinkleman. He's got a recruiter ring, 6 Army Commendation Medals, 3 Army Achievement Medals, 6 Army Good Conduct Medals, National Defense Service Medal twice, Non-Commissioned Officers Professional Development Ribbon with a numeral 3, the Army Service Ribbon, Military Volunteer Components Overseas Training Ribbon, Expert Marksmanship Qualification Badge with a rifle bar, the U.S. Gold Recruiter Badge with 3 Sapphire Achievement Stars, the U.S. Army Basic Recruiter Badge with 1 Gold Achievement Star, and the Overseas Service Ribbon Second Award. I'm convinced that if the Secretary of the Army right now hired Lee Hinkleman, we would have all of our recruitment issues solved in the United States of America. So, but without further ado, this is a man who not only was a career military man and served honorably and fought for our nation for 22 years and sacrificed for our nation for 22 years, but epitomizes what a veteran can do. When they're done with that service, continue to serve in their community and continue to add value to everyone that they come into contact with. And that's why, Lee Hinkleman, we welcome you and induct you into the Veterans Hall of Fame of the New York State Senate. Come on. We're going to awkwardly hold this one for a while. Just enjoy it. I've never seen the bar shut down for this long. Would you like to say a few words?
Just thank you for everything that you do, Mark. I mean, you're a huge supporter of our veterans. Mark, I'll tell you, he's a guy that I can call him up or a member of his staff and say, hey, this is an issue that we're working on. And without hesitating or anything, he jumps on that issue and he goes to fight for us in the state Senate and more. We're going to talk about Boys State later, by the way. But he's always been there for us, and we appreciate what you're doing. And God bless in your upcoming deployment with, well, not with these guys, but I'm sure you'll come across each other's paths. Together. I already told him you're going to hook him up with a helicopter ride.
I know somebody.
Thank you, Senator.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Lee, for your service, and thank all of our veterans here tonight in active duty for their service to our nation. We'll close this evening's ceremony with the retiring of the colors. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming.
Detail. Okay. All right, fall out.
Present arms. Colors are in place. Yes. Present arms. Yes.
Present harm. Order harm. Fall out.
Thank you.
Excited. I never get nervous.